Hey guys, time for another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. It is Wednesday, and so Rafa was here. And let me just say now, because I will probably forget by the end of this video, that this will be the last Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist until Tuesday next week. So I'm going to be traveling, visiting in-laws tomorrow, Thursday, back in town Monday, back in the shop Tuesday. My in-laws, if anyone's interested, are in Alabama, about an hour north of Birmingham. So we'll be heading back there to sweat, as I'm sure it's hotter and more humid out there than it is here. But yeah, we're going to go see our in-laws. So there you go. Anyway, so we'll be back on Tuesday next week with another Day in the Life. So in the meantime, let's talk about what happened today. So lots of progress on these two guys here. So let's talk about the Beetle first. Several things happened here. One of which is that it got door seals, which it didn't have previously. So a little pro trick on these. We actually prefer the Brazilian seals over the German ones. The Brazilian ones are a bit softer, and we just feel like the doors close better with them. So, you know, usually, generally speaking, German stuff is the best, but in this case, we like the Brazilian ones. And these doors close awesome. The other thing that happened today was the door handles went on. So, listen to that. Bam. So yeah, door handles, door to body seals went on today. And the rear bumper went on. Look at that. Wolfsburg West reproduction. These things are really nice. I mean, the metal is very thick gauge. They're nicely painted on the inside silver. So yeah, these are nice. It used to be that the reproduction bumpers were pretty much garbage, just very thin, you know, flimsy material and just ugly and didn't fit that well. Wolfsburg's West bumpers are really nice. So to us at least, for Beetles, they're nice enough that we don't bother re-chroming original ones because usually they're banged up and stuff. It's just not worth it because these are nice enough. But what we do is we send out the brackets and overrider supports for powder coating. So on this car, the correct color for those is like a silver color. So those are back from powder coating. Unfortunately, the front bumper brackets, so that's the bit down here, those we didn't have enough time to get in this batch of powder coating, so those are being powder coated now, and then the front bumper will go on. So that'll probably happen Monday. Rafa will be here at the shop. I won't be, but he's going to pick up those front bumper brackets from powder coating, and then the front bumper will go on. And I think also Monday, fingers crossed, that Octavio, who we farmed out the paint job on this car to, he's supposed to pick up the front hood and the rear deck lid. So maybe by the time I do another one of these videos on Tuesday, this thing will have not only a front bumper, but some lids, in which case it's really going to start to look like a pretty done car. So yeah, we're getting, I think I mentioned before, we're getting some original pop-outs. They're being restored right now, so we may even have those by sometime next week. So yeah, this car is really going to start coming together. We're having some door panels made. We're having some temporary ones made, which are still going to be really nice. But what I didn't realize was that it takes TMI 10 weeks to make a set of door panels. That's how backed up they are. And we don't have 10 weeks because we need to get this car to its owner, to the family, because they've got the original owner, the mom. It's going to be her 90th birthday near the end of October. And the current owner, her son, has plans to, I guess they're going to have a big birthday bash for her, and they're planning to drive up in this car, which will be super amazing. So yeah, we need to get this car done. So I'm basically going to eat the cost of having a set of really nice but not totally correct door panels made for this car, and then when we get the correct ones in from TMI, we'll bring the car back in and we'll swap those in. So the difference is that TMI is the only one, to my knowledge, that has the machines to actually like heat press in the correct you know, lines and stuff essentially in the door panels. The ones that we're gonna have made won't have that, so they're not strictly speaking right. So yeah, it's my bad. I should have ordered those a long time ago. I didn't realize that it took them that long. So I'll eat the cost of the temporary ones. Maybe I'll throw them up for sale on Samba or something, but they will allow us to finish this car and get it to the owner and his mom's birthday bash. And then we'll take the car back when those come in. We'll swap them in and send them on their way. But anyway, yeah, so those will let us pretty much finish the interior of the car. And so Jacob and I actually bled the brakes on this car today. So this car has brakes now, which is also a pretty big milestone as far as getting closer to being a running, driving car. So I think those are the major things for this guy today. For this guy, if you saw the thumbnail for today's video, we started testing some electrical out. This thing has most of its lights now. So initially, the two front turn signals weren't working. And so I removed them and cleaned up the grounds better for them. They both work now with the caveat that I believe that the actual 6-volt flasher relay we have is defective because they're acting super weird. But if you basically bypass the flasher relay, they work. I mean, of course they don't flash, they just come on and stay on if you bypass the relay, but they come on, which tells us that the switch is working correctly, the bulbs work, the grounds work. So pretty much that leaves the relay. So got a new relay on order, flasher relay. It'll be here Monday, and then I'll be here Tuesday. I'll probably swap it in. But yeah, headlights work, high beams, low beams. Turn signals work with the caveat that I just gave you. The tail lights work, the dash lights on the speedometer work, the radio work. I mean, everything pretty much electrical seems to be working on here with, again, the exception of that relay. And I did ever so briefly turn the key to the start position, and I heard the starter do its thing, so I instantly stopped because I wasn't ready to start it, and it doesn't have any gas in it anyway, so there wasn't any point in, you know, cranking away. But yeah, the starter seems to work, and that wiring, the idiot lights work on the speedometer. So yeah, this thing, the wiring is pretty much there. So big milestone for this one. We also need to bleed the brakes on this one, and then yeah, pretty much other than one or two little electrical gremlins that I mentioned, bleed the brakes and put some gas in this thing, fire it up, and yeah, it won't be too long and we'll be taking this pup for a test drive. Back on the 64 Beetle for a second, we had its wheels painted today. I don't want to remove the masking tape yet because they should dry for at least a day before we do that, but they're painted, they're beautiful. Wait till we see them. I can't wait to get these things. We're going to put 1-inch white walls on them, and they're going to look amazing. So yeah, very excited about those wheels. I think that's not it. Jeez, it was actually a pretty big day in the shop. So our other interior guy that we use came out today, and he brought with him the interior panels for the 64 bus, and he was so kind as to even install a couple of them, so you can see there, that one, installed the long one. They just look incredible. So super nice workmanship. Again, he's the other guy that we use other than Octavio. He lives kind of far from here, so we don't use him nearly as much, but yeah, his work is every bit as excellent. So yeah, we got all the door panels for this one, so that's pretty exciting. You can see them piled up there in the back. And there's one installed there, at least temporarily. It's not screwed in yet, but yeah, so complete door panel set for this one is done today too. One of our paint and body guys actually came today, and he worked on the areas here of the paint that were burnt and bubbled. You know, kind of started doing some prep work for doing the paint matching on this one. Again, it's a patina car, so he's got to make it look good, but not too good, you know, so it kind of goes with the patina of the car. And yeah, we bought upholstery material today. Also with that interior guy, we went to Global, which is our upholstery place we use. So we bought the material for the door panels and seats for this one. And let's see, no love for the buggy today. Sorry, buggy. But yeah, that's it. So actually pretty productive day. Had several people helping us out. One of our paint guys did the wheels. The other guy is working on this car. Interior guy, one of our interior guys doing this. Oh, actually, I almost forgot to mention, Octavio and team covered the dash, front dash pad for this car with the grab handle. This is leather. And again, this matches the seats and everything that are going in this double cab. So yeah, a really productive day as far as myself, Rafa, and Jacob, and then also a bunch of the guys that we work with got a bunch of stuff done for us and got things moving on a bunch of other things. So yeah, very productive day in the shop, which is a good thing because I won't be here till Tuesday. So at least we got a bunch done and kind of left on a good note here. Anyway, so that is it for today. That is it for this week. And I will see you guys again on Tuesday. Take care. Bye.